Hey, 7th grade. This is your language lesson for Tuesday, April the 28th. Please have lesson 13 finished for Wednesday the 29th. Please have lesson 13 finished. I don't think we're going to talk about lesson 13 at all. But do lesson 13 for Wednesday. Let's look a little bit at lesson 12. Just a few things here. Let's just look at the first part for the fun of it. Increasing your vocabulary, learning new words, knowing new words. Number 1, would you like jimmies on your ice cream? No, a jimmy is a small crowbar, all right? A jimmy is a small crowbar used to jimmy open locks and stuff. Thieves use jimmies, all right? Wouldn't want it on your ice cream. We're going to do all of these just quickly, so even the even ones you didn't do. Number 2, during which season would a night sky most likely be fulgurous? Fulgurous has to do with lightning, so summertime would be the most chance of seeing a fulgurous sky. Where is your ethmoid located? Your ethmoid is a bone. Your ethmoid is a bone in your face at the base of your cranium or your brain and the root of your nose. So right in here, something would be your ethmoid. Number 4, would you like to live in a dingle? Well, maybe. Depends who you are and what you like. A dingle, number 4, is a small wooded valley. Okay, might be nice. Except right now I don't feel like being a hermit, right? We're not socializing. Maybe you don't want to be off too far in a small wooded valley. Number 5, do you have a sobriquet? This is a good one for Davis County. Do you have a sobriquet? I don't. I have an official one. And that is a nickname, all right? Lots of you guys do. Especially your last names have to do with nicknames. All right. 6, would you enjoy being a pedagogue? Pedagogue. Pediatrician. Pediatrician is a doctor for children, right? What is a pedagogue? It is Greek, having to do with being a teacher. A pedagogue was a personal servant, a slave that was responsible for the children, either teaching them or taking them to school and back, that kind of thing. So it's kind of a Greek name for teacher. So would you enjoy that? I don't know. I do. Number 7, name any bibelots in your room. What is a bibelot? A bibelot is an object of rarity, beauty, curiosity. Could be a souvenir from another country would be a bibelot. Just a curious object. When somebody walks into your room and says, "Oh, what's that thing?" All right? So whatever you may have in your room or house, you could say, if you don't have it in your room. 8, what Old Testament character was put in a oubliette? That is a pit or a dungeon where the door is in the floor, kind of straight down. You don't go down steps. They throw you in or lower you in or whatever. So who in the Bible was in a pit or a dungeon? Jeremiah was one. Joseph was another. And you may have others. If you can think of others, you may have others there. Number 9, would you rather go camping near a small mountain lake, a tarn, or a fumarole, which is a hole near a volcano where escaping gases and heat, is taking place? Well, it kind of depends too. If you're fascinated by volcanoes, then camping there might be a good thing. It might be a little more risky, but again, that's up to you. You want to camp by the small mountain lake or on a volcano. If you were eating Hasenpfeffer, What would the main ingredient be? The main ingredient of Hasenpfeffer is, and that sounds German or something, you might be able to go to Jasper, a restaurant there, and have it. I don't know. Your main ingredient is rabbit. It's a rabbit stew. Do you have any Aggies in your pocket? That is plural for, what I could see in the dictionary was a gate, which is a kind of rocks. Do you have any rocks in your pocket? Might. Are you a nabob? Nabab. Number 12. Are you a wealthy, influential, powerful person? All three of those, not just one of those, okay? So just because you're influential or powerful or wealthy doesn't mean, but it's a combination of those three things that make you a nabab. All right, follow after carefully. We are going to grade the spelling and then we are done. Keep track of your number wrong on spelling. So if you have not yet done lesson 12 spelling, turn this off, get it done. We are grading this. Keep track of your number wrong, put the number wrong at the top of the lesson. When you're done, I'm going to want this at the end of the week. 31. Solomon's temple completed about 1005 BC. The bottom of invitation, you often see the letters RSVP. It means reply, on or before. 33. Attention, ATTN, Jennifer Kreider. Number 34. Delegates from the UN, United Nations, UN, meet at their headquarters in New York. 35. Having to do with oil, the countries of OPEC, OPEC, banded together. 36. The National Air and Space Administration, or something, I forget, what was that? I need to look, I should know that, right? Of course I should. National Air and Space Association, NASA, studies the space and solar system. 37. During the 1780s, convicts from the UK, United Kingdom, were shipped to Australia. Look up the song Fields of Athenry. I'll have to sing it to you sometime, maybe. I'm not going to today. Fields of Athenry have to do with a man who was starving. His family was hungry. His kids were starving. So he stole from his landlord in England, in the United Kingdom. His landlord caught him, put him in jail, and shipped him off to Botany Bay, which was Australia. Right? So those are the kind of criminals. You say, well, who wants a land full of criminals? Well, they weren't even all that, criminalish necessarily. He was stole to feed his family, unfair landlord, and he was shipped to Botany Bay. His family didn't get to go along, and Botany Bay is Australia. Fields of Athenry, if you look that song up, you can listen to that. It's a story, kind of a ballad, sad ballad, of sending people to Australia, convicts. 38. Nero persecuted Christians, AD 54 to 68. Half dollars, this is number 39. Half dollars, dimes, quarters, etc., etc. 40. The Supreme Court decision in the case of Roe versus or against Wade made abortion legal. That was around 1970, 1971, I forget. 41. The National Rifle Association, ASSN. 42. Christian Light Publications Incorporated, INC. 43. We have an equation containing an unknown variable, for example, e.g. 43 is e.g. 44 is FBI. Captured the criminal, the FBI agents escorted. 45, PCs Limited, LTD. 45 is LTD. 46, Central Avenue, AVE. 47, the CIA agents gather information on other countries. 48, RPMs. The doors of his car begin to rattle at 4,000 RPMs. 49, NATO members. Countries, when one is attacked, the others come to their help or their rescue. 49 is NATO, and number 50 is IE. That is to say, two figures are congruent, that is to say exactly the same size and shape, if, i.e. is, that is to say. Please grade this, keep track of the number wrong, we'll need it later. All right, good day to y'all. Oh, come on.